The University of Ibadan, formerly known as University College Ibadan, was established in 1948, fondly called UI. It became a full-fledged university in 1962. It was initially a college of University of London in a special relationship scheme. The standard has always been top-notch in the various courses offered in the great citadel of learning, which has earned it the name the first and the best. While other universities aspire to meet up with the standard, students just told to be admitted into the University of Ibadan. Parents are always proud to have their children and wards in the prestigious university. In its magnanimity of bringing the old students together, the great corporate guru, Dr. Michael Omolayole, founded University of Ibadan Alumni Association in 1958, which also makes it 60 years in existence. The alumni body later metamorphosed into various branches up to the aspirant level, but Lagos branch remained the most vibrant where it all started from. As part of the year-long activities to celebrate 70 years of the first and the best, the founder of the alumni body thought it wise to bring fellow alumni together to celebrate 60 years of the association. The drums were rolled out on Saturday, 24th of November at Olumo Hall at Lagos Airport Hotel. The get-together commenced with the arrival of guests, which included the present #1 citizen of UI, Professor Abel Idowu Olayinka, the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Amechi Obiora, the co-owner of Eko Hospital, the Mabadejes Professor and Mrs. Gbadamosi, and other prominent alumnus. In a pre-event interview, the VC and chairman shared their thoughts with us.
The vision of the founding fathers was such that they were looking for an international center of excellence, whereby staff could come from any part of the world to come and teach at the University of Ibadan. So two major things that they concentrated on. There is a publication by the first principal, Lord Demelanvi, that the teaching of our students, to teach the students, then to prosecute original research, that those were their main priorities. And what else is a university all about? If you teach your students very well and you conduct research, because without research, a university will not be any different from a glorified secondary school.
We have opportunity to interview people, graduates, and I take the trouble to find out where they graduated from. We take in-house officers in a core hospital, and we also have a training, just to train people for the fellowship. And sometimes you are so disappointed when you talk to them. The level of knowledge is not what it used to be, and sometimes you wonder whether they merited their entrance.
In his opening remarks, Professor Abdul Fattah Mabadeje welcomed all and shared some reminiscences and fond memories of UI.
I was in Sultan Bello Hall, which was formerly the women's hall. By coincidence or by design, most members during my time of that hall were from the north. Our father, Chief Dr. Michael Omolayole, unfortunately absent because of ill health. We wish him complete recovery, and he has asked me to welcome all of us on behalf. So I welcome all of us to this occasion, and pray that we get to know ourselves better as the day progresses.
The chairman, Chief Emeka Anyauku, the former Secretary General of Commonwealth, who was unavoidably absent, was represented by Dr. Obiora, who delivered his address.
We are very proud to be entered UI. It was a select group that entered UI. But the year we entered in 1959, the admission was a total of 138. Total admission into UI was 138, and that included people from the Cameroons, from Ghana, Sierra Leone, and from Gambia. But total 138. In the medical school, my class were only 35. And that type of selection means that you picked the best from these countries that are named. That was why the first lecture that Professor Deseku gave us in physiology, walked in and said, "Look, boys, I know you've been taking first in your schools. You have come here to meet other people taking first in their school. So find their position." That was the first lesson I learned when I entered the university. We had teachers that enjoyed teaching. And I remember Dr. Smith, who taught us anatomy. And he said that learning anatomy is like banging your head against the stone wall. They said that the stone wall was something that the stone wall was something that you have scored. That's what is telling you how difficult it is to learn anatomy. And he used to say something like, water, constantly dripping will at last wear out the stone. That is, he will repeat something. He says, if he repeats it long enough, it will gradually wear out your skull, and penetrate your brain. So we had good teachers, and I think those teachers enjoy teaching. There's something about the professions, the teaching profession, medical profession, and you must enjoy the profession you are in for you to do it well. It is not a place where you earn a living. It's a place where earning a living is an accident of your dedication to your work.
The founder, Dr. Omolayole, was unavoidably absent. Professor Tajudeen Gbadamosi filled the gap by delivering a speech.
It is my pleasure to give this good message as one of the conveners of this glorious event. It's a double celebration. We are celebrating the University of Ibadan 70 and the University of Ibadan Alumni Association, UIAA, at 60. It is a matter of immense gratitude for Almighty God that I'm one of those still alive like this by His grace, mercy, and favor, who are present right at the beginning of the University of Ibadan in 1948, and at the foundation of the University of Ibadan Alumni Association as the pioneer president of the Lagos branch in 1958. The Lagos branch kept the flag flying for 15 years before the National Association was established in 1973. I believe we have now gone global, and UIA should be referred to as UIA worldwide to accommodate all those alumni in the diaspora. Although it is a modest event, it is at the same time a very significant one because it has afforded the alumni in this audience a rare opportunity for companionship, fellowship, and GC. Wherever two or more greatest UIs are gathered, there must be gisting and singing. I leave the singing to the Protestant and get Mr. Shola Retire, not Pastor CIS. I guess Sashola Tayo is one of them. Finally, I wish most sincerely and warmly to thank all those whose generous financial contributions, enormous energy, effort, uncommon talent, and time have made it possible to organize this event today. I hope the program will have a section for acknowledgement, but I wish to mention the enormous and indefatigable contribution of Mr. Enilo Lobo, whose energetic administrative effort made it possible for us all to come together this afternoon. Another applause for him, please.
After all the speeches came the tradition of self-introduction, which usually elicits some fond memories in UI. An august guest in the persons of Kadiri Olufemi Amzat joined other guests and also eulogized the high standard of UI, using his experience as a case study.
I was admitted to Cranfield in 1988, and I was the first student to do a PhD under 3 years. So UI has trained, in my view, the best of the best in this country. So I must not miss this opportunity to say that I'm the running mate to Mr. Wilson, which I'm running for the deputy governorship of Lagos State under APC.
The self-introduction continued with various suggestions from all and sundry.
I'm Olanika. I came to the University of Ibadan in 1977 as a resident of the great Otabilo, not to mention, I'm not the establishment of the University of Ibadan Alumni Association, which started from Lagos, and also as part of the activities marking the 70th anniversary of our great university. I put up a write-up, even though it was not published in most newspapers, because I think it was only Tribune, a grand people that carried it last October. When you look at the universities in the southwest of Nigeria, for example, the University of Lagos and the University of University, those are the ones that they can compare to. But when I look at the record of University Lagos, not less than 7 Ibadan people have universities there. Not less than 7. I just said, Women Chile, Aboyade, Rogers Makanjola, Professor Wanda Ibola alumnus 58 or 59. So I mean, there is even no question about it that Ibadan is the best. If we have produced 7 of their best councillors out of about 12, as the river had that. Ajay was best councillor. I think Professor Nuru Kian allowed to have been able to graduate. So I mean, because I just use those ones because they are federal universities and among the oldest. Even Yakubaka, at TBU was Shaya, I think alumnus 1948. So I mean, there is no. But the only problem is that in Nigeria we like to celebrate the mediocrity. Nobody wants. I mean, if you ask a typical, I will be dealing with you to talk about funding for your University of Ibadan. We did say about our trust fund. When we beg each graduate of Ibadan to pay us at least 1,000 a year. I do know that many of us there have not given us 1,000 a year. Many can give us 10,000 a year.
The use of technology to mobilize us. When we waited and waited, we couldn't get anything. We established a forum, a platform called UI Family. The lead union in Lagos, only 53 of us are on that list, and we are more than that in Lagos. So we should have a way of coordinating us and stop this infighting.
I know that besides Ibadan, I don't know any other place where we have a concentration of UX other than Lagos. And to mobilize and bring about a varialization in Lagos is the responsibility of all of us. So, but I can tell you that before everybody here, that there is no faction in Lagos. The initial crisis we had, we've gone past that. So we appeal to those who are still not happy to come along with us.
I'm a UI alumni in 86, and of course, because it was on in service, I went back to NTA, and only 2015 I retired. Before now, I had served as a publicity secretary for the Lagos branch.
I did my undergraduate in UI in 1967, finished 70, did my postgraduate there, 71, 75, and started lecturing from UI till I retired in 2012, and after that I became a contract professor on contract, and there is today.
UI class 67, with all humility, and as many people here believe, is unique and is reputed to be the class that probably has contributed most to the development of our alma mater. We have done it by way of the construction of the gate. We have done it by way of an endowment in the Faculty of Education. And we have done it at the recent celebration of our 50th anniversary by constructing a post of knowledge immediately after the entry into the university. And we took the time to spend a night in the university. And we felt greatly honored by Dr. Omolabi.
The get-together that was meant to be a cocktail turned out to be a buffet, courtesy Dr. Obiora. The event was single-handedly coordinated by Mr. Enilo Lobo, who was also the master of ceremony. How was it planning for the event?
I just happened to be the arrowhead on the instruction of Dr. M. Omolabi, the chairman of Board of Trustees of the Alumni Association. With the quality of guests in attendance, many distinguished professors, retired permanent secretaries, and people like Dr. Mrs. Toyi Phillips from the banking industry, and people like Andrew Egonwon, President Class 67, and with people like Ajanaku, that is Adekunle Ajanaku, former permanent secretary of Deputy Governor's Office in Lagos State. I think it's a good outing to have people like that in attendance. And Dr. Obiora Amechi of Eko Hospital PLC being in attendance too had value to the gathering.
Getting the feedback from guests, we interacted first with the first female PhD of University of Ibadan, Professor Saidat Mabadeje.
I've seen evolution of, various people coming in and going, and because I've been attending the meetings off and on over a period of time. I actually served as vice president of the Lagos branch once. It's always a pleasure attending the meeting. You get to hear all kinds of things. You get the complaints from the young ones. And I think as one of the ancients, I'm just kind of amused. Look at them. We went through it, and by the time they grow up, they'll understand. I hope that the association grows from strength to strength, and I hope that the University of Ibadan will continue to be the best. It is the first, it is the best, and I hope nobody is going to take being the first from the University of Ibadan. But I hope it continues to be the best, so that that epithet goes on, the first and the best.
So I think it's very good to be part of this meeting or cocktail to see our fathers and mothers and to talk about the oldest university in Nigeria, which is the University of Ibadan, and how we as alumni can come together and help that institution. And I think it's fantastic. And my hope and my prayer is that we can all do a lot to help that institution so that our children can have better education than us.
How fulfilled are those at the helms of affairs?
It has been a very great experience. This event organized by the Lagos chapter of the University of Ibadan Alumni Association. I mean, you see people matriculated in the university 63 years ago. Our alumni, almost 250,000 of them spread all over the world. They have been supporting the university. So this is just an opportunity for us to network and meet with them again, to let them know some of the challenges we face and the achievements over the course of the last 70 years. But beyond that, to see what the university is set to achieving in the next decades, such as by the time we are celebrating our 140th anniversary, then it's going to be a much bigger party.
The gathering was not devoid of the interaction and networking among members in attendance. We say congratulations to the University of Ibadan at 70 and the Alumni Association at 60.